Hello, and welcome back to another Homestead News with Kevin and Pat. I'm Kevin, and today we're going to do something a little different. This is Manic Monday, and this time, instead of doing what's in the news, we are we're still going to be focused on the news, but we have a presidential election coming up in just over a week. In fact, a week from tomorrow will be the election. Early voting is already underway. And, well, in past elections, Kevin, have accurately predicted who would win the presidential election. 4 years ago, I predicted, and a lot of it's based on historical data. I predicted Donald Trump would lose. It historically, no president who has a primary challenger from it wins re-election, and that held true this year. And this year, it was Joe Biden that had a challenge from within his own party, and it was easy to project that he would not win. However, this year was a little different because never before in history have we had an incumbent president being challenged in his own party, plus a previous president from the term before him running as well. So historically, certain parties win certain states. And polling data can help us with other states, some of which are very close to call in the polling. In 2016, the polls had it completely wrong in many of these close states. With that said, I'm going to be using this historical data and polling to give my projection on who I think will win. It has nothing to do with how I personally would vote. Washington, Oregon, and California on the West Coast all tend to vote Democratic. So Washington's 11, Oregon's 7, and California's 55 will go to Harris. Arizona typically goes Republican, but did go Democratic 4 years ago. That said, I believe their 10 in electoral votes will go to Trump this year. Utah, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, all tend to vote Democratic. I mean, Republican. So there, Utah's 5, Idaho's 4, Montana's 3, and Wyoming's 3 will all go to Trump. Colorado and New Mexico typically vote Democratic. So Colorado's 9 and New Mexico's 5 will go to Harris. Texas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, they tend to vote Republican. And so Texas is 34, Oklahoma 7, Nebraska's 4, South Dakota's 3, North Dakota's 3, and Kansas is 6. Typically, or will go to Trump. Overall, I see Trump getting a total electoral votes of 291. You need 270 to win. So I see Trump dominating in the Electoral College. I do think the popular vote will be more in Harris's favor, but in the Electoral College, which is what matters because it's set up so that the big states do not control what the smaller states do. It gives the smaller states more of a say in the national election. With that, I project that Michigan 17 would end up going to Trump because it is so close there in Michigan. However, if it were to go, that 17 would go to Harris. And I should have wrote this down because I cannot remember off the top of my head. And I can't do math that fast. I believe it's 274, would still put Trump ahead, but by only 4 electoral votes. So, who will actually win? The only poll that matters is on election day. So, we will see on election day who actually wins. But the way I'm seeing the numbers, the way I'm seeing in the data, Trump is going to win in for his second term. Whether he wins or whether he loses, this will be his last election. He will not be running again in 4 years. It would be, if he loses, it would be totally another situation of Biden this year. So there you have it. That is my projection. Whether we'll see on November 5th what actually happens, and I just want to encourage you to get out and vote. No matter if you're voting for the Republican or the Democratic, or if you're voting Libertarian or Green Party or the Constitution Party or Patriot Party or Pirate Party, whoever you're voting for, I encourage you to get out and vote. Cast that vote. Make your voice heard. With that, we will be doing something on Election Day. I would like to do a live. I haven't watched the returns, but we will see if that'll be possible. If not, there will be a video. There will be a video or maybe videos if we're over at Twitter. So anyway, get out and vote. My wife and I got out and voted this weekend in early voting. If you haven't voted, get out and vote in early voting, or get out on election day and vote. Have a great day. God bless you.